Hello students, good morning. Today we are going to see revision on the chapter Judiciary. Okay. So immediately after hearing this word, you can able to recollect what were the things we have seen in the lesson Judiciary. It is mainly about what ma? The courts and the law, right? That's what we are learning about in this chapter Judiciary. Okay, what is Judiciary, ma? I had already said you. What is Judiciary? Judiciary is a system of courts that what? Interpret, defend, and what? Will be applying the law is the name of state. Okay, applying the name of state. Okay, ma'am. So what were the main three things that we have seen in the role of judiciary? It is system of courts, it is courts. Through courts there will be what? Applying the law, defending the law and interpreting the law. We have already seen. What were the main three things I have asked you to learn in the role of judiciary? First one is dispute resolution. Dispute resolution. And what is the second one? We have seen judicial review, and also the third one, what is the third one, ma? Upholding the law, right? Upholding the law. Okay, what is dispute resolution, ma? Dispute resolution is nothing but resolving disputes, right? Resolving disputes between disputes among the citizens, dispute between the state and state, and also dispute between the state and the central, right? And we have seen the examples also for that. And the next one is judicial review. Judicial review means if a rule is passed against the base fundamental rights of the citizen by the parliament, court has the right to what? Cancel that law, right? Cancel a law passed in parliament if against what? Fundamental rights of citizens, right? Okay, then what is the upholding of law? Upholding of law is citizens have the access to what? Towards court, and they can what? They can appeal in the district court, and if they are not getting a satisfactory judgment, they can appeal to the higher courts also, that is what? High court or even Supreme Court. Okay. For proper judgment. Okay, ma'am. So citizens appeal rights in higher courts for proper or the judgment, right judgment. Okay. And here we have seen one more thing. What it is, ma'am? Every citizen can approach High Court or Supreme Court if he believes that his fundamental rights have been violated. Proper judgment and also for if his fundamental rights violated. And also, what is this fundamental rights, ma? Mainly we are seeing one main article in this lesson. What is that article? Article number 21. That is right to live. Right, ma? So that was the thing. And here we have seen one example also. The case of Hakim Sheikh. Right? Case of Hakim Sheikh. What happened? He fell down from the running train, and also he is a what? He is a farmer. What happened? None of the hospitals were admitting him in the hospital. Okay, and none of them have given the treatment for him, and because of that, what? They filed his family filed a case against the government. And finally the Supreme Court ordered what, ma? Ordered to give penalty for the government, and also what? To give the plan of primary healthcare centers, and also what, ma? Mainly the blueprint, right? The blueprint that was given, and which government was ordered was to give the penalty? West Bengal, right? West Bengal government, and it was ordered by Supreme Court. Okay, that was the thing we are seeing here. And the next one is independent judiciary. Independent judiciary. What is meant by independent judiciary? In judicial system, the politician has the power to appoint and dismiss the judge, right? Judge in an office. So that's what the thing. So most of the people have a doubt that what? Whether in case if a politician is taking the land of yours, and if you are filing a case, the case would be favorable to the politician, or what? In that way the thing was going on, and what? Here one main thing was passed. What it is? It is the key feature, that is separation of powers. Separation of powers as key feature of Constitution. Okay, ma? Key feature of Constitution. And what this separation of powers gives to the court and to the judge? Court is not answerable to the state government or the central government, and it has the right to what? Interpret, and also to cancel the law, and also to what? Prevent the law, right? So in case none of the politicians or the branches of government have the right to dominate or to force the judges to give judgments favorable to them. Okay, ma? That was the main thing. And even what? A judge can be appointed easily, but it is very difficult to take him out of that office. A politician has the power to appoint, but in order to dismiss, it is impossible, and it is very difficult for even the state and central governments to do it. Okay, ma? That's what the thing we are seeing in the independent judiciary. And the main thing is, next one, what we are seeing is structure of courts. What is the structure of courts? We have studied it through a triangle picture, right? Okay. So this is apex level, middle level and lower. We can say it as courts also. So, which is the court that is in the apex level ma? Supreme Court, right? And next to Supreme Court, there are, what is the next level of courts? That is High Court, right? High Court is, Supreme Court is only one in our country, and High Court is there in every state there is one High Court, right? And that is the middle level, and the lower courts are otherwise called as what? The district courts, and also other courts is otherwise called as subordinate courts. Subordinate courts. Okay. So, here what we are mainly learning about? We are mainly learning about the appellate system. Appellate system. What is mean the appellate system? In case if anyone is doing crime against you, and if you are applying in a district court, if the case is not if the court is not giving the proper judgment in that way, if you are feeling means you can able to appeal from the lower courts to the High Court, and even in High Court if you are not getting, you can even, if it is not satisfactory for you, even you can apply in the Supreme Court. Okay. But what the Supreme Court gives the judgment is the final judgment. You can't able to change it. Okay, ma? So, for this appellate system, we had an example. Who it is, ma? The case of Lakshman, right? Case of. In this Lakshman case, what happened? He married whom, ma? Lakshman married whom? Sudha Goyal, right? Married Sudha Goyal, and where they were? They were lived in Delhi. Okay. And after that, what happens? One day, after 8 months, right? By February 1980, they were married, and December 1980, they were married in February 1980, and by December 1980, Sudha died due to burns in body. So, fire burns in body. So, automatically what happened? This Sudha Goyal's parents, they filed a case against Lakshman, right? And after inquiring to the neighbors, FIR was filed. First information report was filed in the police station. And what happened? The case was investigated, and the judge inquired whom? The neighbors, and they were saying that Sudha Goyal was dragged into the house the previous night, and also she was her mother-in-law poured, that is, who is her mother-in-law? I had already said you. Her name is what, ma? Shakuntala, right? Yes. And she poured the kerosene on her, and her husband, that is Lakshman, he fired her, right? That's what the thing said by her during the time of rescue. Okay. So, automatically, in the district or trial court, what they give the judgment, ma? They gave the judgment, that is sentence to death for all Lakshman, his mother and brother, for killing Sudha Goyal. Okay. And after that, After how many years they are appealing, ma? After how many years? After 3 years by November 1983. 1983, these guys appealed in what High Court, and that in High Court, what? They made the court to believe that she was what? She was boiling the milk in the kerosene stove and she died accidentally, and High Court considered her death as a accidental death. Okay, ma? Accidental death, and they released them. After that, what happened? In 1985, again, whom? The Federation of Women Lawyers. Federation of Women Lawyers take down the case and they appealed in Supreme Court, right? They appealed in Supreme Court, and finally Supreme Court, what they did? It gave the judgment, what? Prison for life, right? Prison for life to Lakshman and her mother and his mother, okay, and his mother and his brother. There is no evidence that his brother was involved in that murder, so he alone was released. This is the main case that we are seeing for as an example for appellate system. Okay, next one is, what are the branches of legal system? I already said you what? There were 2 branches. What are it, ma? Civil law and also what? Criminal law. Okay. Civil law. Okay. So what is this criminal law, ma? Criminal law means it deals with the conduct or acts against law, right? Conduct or acts against law is said to be called as criminal law. And what is what? Acts against conducts and acts against what? Law is said to be called as criminal offense. Okay, criminal offense, and this offense, it is said to be offense by the criminal law. Okay, and what is the civil offense, ma? Civil offense means a harm or injury to whom? Harm or injury to rights of citizens. Okay, ma? Rights of citizens. Okay, so if the mistake is done, if a criminal mistake is done, means what are the criminal mistakes? For example, what have we seen? Mainly what? Example, murder, robbery, right? Robbery, and also the dowry problems also comes under this criminal one. And for civil, what, ma? Rent issues, and also what? Cheating of selling land or selling products illegally, and what? Duplicate products which are giving, means all that comes under civil law. Okay, so here if this mistake was done, means automatically at first what will be giving? Complaint filed where? In police station, over phone or by going directly, or whatever it is, we can inform for criminal law. But what? After filing, what will be doing? This complaint, how it will be filed? Filed as FIR. FIR, that is first information report by police. And for civil cases, where the complaint will be filed, ma'am? The complaint will be filed in the particular courts. Complaint, or it can be sent as petitions to be given to the courts that comes under that. The area they live na, that area comes under one particular court na, in that court they have to give. And also only whom? Owner or the tenant only can give petitions, and no other persons can what? Give the complaint or petitions. Because in criminal case, whoever, even if you are going in roadside and if you are seeing a murder means you can say. But for that, only the owner or tenant can give the petition. Okay, right? That's what we seen already. And what happens after filing an FIR? The case will be taken to the court for the, and after that, after taking it to court, for the investigation and the punishment will be given. What will be the punishment here? Either sent to jail or penalty, or both the things. Okay, and here this is just a problem between owner and tenant. So in civil cases only the problems should be solved, right? So that was the main thing. So the tenant is asked to pay the rent amount, pay the what? Pending rent amount. Because if he is not properly paying the rent only, the owner will be filing a petition on her against the tenant, right? Tenant means the person staying in that house and giving the rent. And either the court will ask them to pay the penalty rent amount, and if he is giving he is always a problem to the owner means the judge will ask the tenant to vacate the house. Okay. And to vacate the house. Okay, ma'am. This is what we are seeing in the criminal law and civil law. Okay, this is enough for today. Tomorrow we will have the remaining part of the lesson as revision. Okay, ma'am. So today I want you to have a recap on this topics, and you have to learn the book by questions what is given related to these topics. Okay, and like a small home test, you have to write those questions and you have to get your parent signature, and then you have to take photograph and send it as homework. Okay, thank you.